Okay, New York session live, currently looking at MNQ. MNQ on the daily, we have a bearish breakout day. We're below daily breakout level and the H8 breakout level, looking for a trend retracement setup. So trend retracement setup, want to see that bearish breakout bar, which we have. Want to see retracement back to breakout levels, fake out momentum time frame, which is the H8, and then take the trade back down. Breakout levels are right over here, daily in the H8. Want to see that retracement back up to the momentum time frame right here, faking out the H8 high to take it down. On the M10, I look at the H4, and we do have a trend retracement setup that is forming right now. A little bit too early. I'd rather wait for equity open, so I'm not going to chase this move. Let's see what equity open does. You can see that we're in a range here as well as on the H8. So it would be better if price comes up, but if it does that, it's going to fake out the previous week low, which is right here. So I do like where we are right now for sells. You can see we have an H12 high here as well. That would be ideal, coming up, faking out that entire structure and then taking it down. But if it does get back up, then we'll probably be looking for a possible bullish move. But for now, bearish, and I just want to see that retracement to take this down. And that's that for M&Q. MES, same thing. I do prefer MES phases. So bearish breakout phase, while M&Q is a reversal phase. So reversal phase tells me that we have a reversal from a bullish move. We had a bullish breakout right here. That's a breakout phase that broke out of a range. And then price got underneath that range breakout level, got above for a little bit, faked out the high, and then closed down below. So we're coming from a bullish reversal phase and getting into a bearish reversal phase. So we're kind of going in all sorts of directions here. Don't really like this one too much because even though we got below this breakout level, we're still inside that range. Did not get through to the other side. Best reversals cut through that entire range, and that would be a good consolidation. So I don't really like where we are right now, but I do have a bearish bias on M&Q. MES, I do like this one better, breakout phase. So it's a breakout day, and we broke out of consolidation here. Inside bar creates that consolidation. Price stayed inside. We have a fake out at the top. Price broke out and then closed outside. So these are the easiest phases to trade, in my opinion. We're below breakout levels, the range breakout and the daily. As long as we stay below those, I'm looking for sells. On a breakout bar, trend retracement setup, which we have right now. So we have that structure, trend retracement, but again, this is too early for me. I need to wait for equity open. Bunch of other ranges here as well, H4. So I have to be a little bit careful about taking any trades on these ones. Gold had a bearish bias all day, but wasn't able to catch these moves. It looks like it's just breaking out, looking for pullbacks. Silver, same thing. MYM, I think, is interesting. So MYM, I think this one might be the one that is setting up the best for me. We're currently in a month trend breakout, and we do have some good structure on the monthly. We have a trend breakout structure, broke out of previous month high, broke out of the previous week high, and then price pulled back, faked out the previous week low, and this is a trend breakout structure. So trend breakout, we have that consolidation below the previous month high, and then price broke out of the setup time frame and the previous week high momentum time frame, pulling back, faking out the low, and now I expect price to continue pushing back up to the high of the month. So I saw this one earlier this week. I took this trade up to the H4 high. We had that fake out of the previous week low. This was a trend pullback setup, took that up. I believe I ended up here, and it's setting up again. So yesterday I actually triggered the previous week low again, was looking for that same exact setup, but this one did not set up properly. It just blew up. Couldn't find an entry on this one, but now it is pulling back and it's rejecting lows over here. So I do like seeing that rejection. We have that breakout, price pulling back, rejecting, and I want to see that continued move up. What I'm looking for right now is a fake out of this H12 low at the bottom here. I was looking for this in London session, didn't get that fake out of the low. In London, you have that H12, which comes into play. And so it did not fake out the low. So I wasn't able to catch that move, but let's see if it comes back again. If it rejects down here, and then I'll be looking for a buy up to the H12 high, but possibly higher up to the previous week high. So that's what I'm looking for. Right now we're dumping pretty hard. So I'm always going to trade momentum. If there's no momentum to the upside, I'm not going to take that. But if I do find that momentum starting to reverse, then I think this would be a good trade. Again, trend breakout on the monthly. And so just waiting for price to pull back, reject, and look for that continuation. So I think I'll be focused on MYM, or I'll keep an eye on it. But for equity open in 30 minutes, usually I'm focused on MNQ. So let's see what it does closer to equity open. Right now, I don't really have a clear direction. New York session, these are the time frames that are in play. H8 tells me what London did. H4, second half of London. H2 tells me what current price action is doing. If I look at the M2, which is where I trade the H2, the last H2 bar, we just shift these around, just in a range. So don't really have a strong bias here. Would rather see this breakout for sells or fake out. Pretty difficult buy, I feel. I think safer buys would be like this. But let's see what equity open does. I'd rather sell. But yeah, all right. So I'll be back 8:30 to see if there are any setups. Okay, we're coming into the open, and MYM has come down to that H12. It is coming down really fast, so I don't like the way that is coming down. Right there, trigger that H12. That's what I want to see, and I want to see that reversal. But right now we're just bearish, breaking out 5 minutes before the open. I don't think I have a play on this one. I think it's better to just wait to see what the first 10-minute bar does. But a little bit confusing. I can see sells from down here, and I can see buys as well. So I think this is more of a hands-off open for me. The one that I like is MYM, but this is going to take a bit of time to see if this actually does reverse. Maybe I'll check it out on the 10-minute and see if it fakes out the next H4 bar, which closes in 30 minutes. But for now, I don't really have a strong bias either way. I need to see how it plays out. All right, so MYM faking out the low, closed above, going to wait for this 3-minute bar. We have a trend breakout set up here, breaking out above the highs, faking out the lows, and then getting above. So I'm going to start a position here. Don't really like where it is at the moment. I want to see a pullback. Looking for a move all the way to the previous week high. All right, closed. I want to see that pullback to the M1 low. That would be ideal. Okay, he's pulling back. trigger that M1. Let's see if it goes down even further. Okay, continuing to push. All right. Got in one position there, and then I'll wait to see if it pulls back even more. So just getting in a starter position just to see if this wants to go, and if it does pull back even further, I'm going to get in even more. All right, so I am looking for a move to the previous week high. I marked off my levels here. The 0 is at the low, the 1 is my target. Stop loss at the 0.075, these levels in between. Let me just pull this out a bit. These levels in between, this is, if I keep my stop at the low, this gives me a little bit of a gap to that to the 0 over here, so I have a bit of space for the trade. If I enter below here or at this level, this would be a 3R trade up to the 1. This is a 2R trade, 3R trade, 4, 5, and 6R trade. And basically, I just want to make sure that I have at least 2R for every trade that I take. I do want to size in, so hopefully this closes soon in 2 minutes and see if I can get in another position here. But otherwise, I'm okay with this one position, but I do want to size in for sure. Right, so I'll look for any opportunities to size in and build up my position. Okay, we have a 10-minute closure. Price is pulling back. I don't need to see this anymore. So looking for a trend retracement on this 10-minute bar. I'm on the 10 seconds. Essentially, I'm just looking for a reversal. So we're still bearish on this 10 seconds. So once it flips bullish, then I'll get in. All right, so we had a bullish move, got in another position there. Still want to build up some more, but I'm happy with that one. And let's see if this can give me some more entries. Okay, pulling back even deeper. So again, waiting for price to reverse, slowly building up the position. Okay. Another one there. As long as I'm below the average price, I'm okay. And still going to build it up. Let's see. All right, H4 bar has closed in breakout. M30 also closed above the H12 high. Going to see if I can scale in maybe one more. Let's see if I can get a trend retracement on this M30. Otherwise, I'm happy with the trade so far. Yeah, just going to send an alert there. Let's see if I can get one more. It'll be a tighter stop, but I think it's okay. I don't like that I rejected that weak range high. Had some trouble trying to get above that. It's attempted it a number of times, one time, twice, and this is a third time. That is a psychological number, so maybe this could be the break, but who knows? All right, so the other ones, MNQ came down, previous day low. I do think that this will get up, but I want to see a fake out of that low. Overall, still bearish though. MES a little bit trickier. Bullish above here, and now I don't have a bias. We're kind of just staying in the middle. So a little bit tricky. So it looks like MYM was the best one to look for. Bearish breakout on the H8, trend phase, breakout phase. Could possibly look for one here, but since I am in a trade on MYM, and I'm not 100% sure that this will give me an opportunity to go break even or take partials. I don't think I'll trade anything else. So I'll stick with this one for now. All right, so let's see if I can get one more. Want to see that trend retracement. Otherwise, I'm just going to stick with those three. Target is a previous week high. Setting my limit, sell limits above just in case there's a pop. But I will exit if it gets there. All right, so price continued pushing above. I am going to take some positions off here. And I'm just going to leave this one left. We had such a strong push. Usually these times you'll get some retracement, and I could spot that retracement starting to happen on the 2 minutes. Actually, it doesn't look too bad anymore, but we are faking out the H1 high. And so, yeah, just gonna, yeah, right there. M30 high, H1 high, I think. So just gonna let one run and see where that one goes. There's also coming up to a range over here, so I don't want to risk that reversal. But yeah, I think that's it. That's it for the trade. Trend breakout on the monthly. And on the other indices, I think MYM was the cleanest one. NQ got stuck at previous day low. Nice place to reverse it though. A little bit tricky to reverse that one. MES had a nice strong move, but also a little bit tricky as well. It was right in the middle of ranges here. Bearish below here, bullish above. So now we're kind of mixed bias. So I was correct in choosing MYM. So MYM had the structure, right? We had the trend breakout on the monthly. So we had nice bullish structure there, and the rest did not have. Well, now we have bearish structure here. We're reversing here. Bullish on the monthly right now, trend retracement. But at the time of the trade, only MYM had that nice structure. So, right. So that's it. That's enough with the trade. I'm gonna trail this, and that's it.